Hey everybody, this is Rich. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop RPGs with friends. This is another part of the Intercontinental Group of Awesome's foray into Masks, a New Generation, a Powered by the Apocalypse game about teen or young adult superheroes. And this has been a Masks high school game that we've been running. This is about our 13th, 14th session. We ran some in 2015 back when Masks was in Kickstarter. It is now out. You should totally get it if you don't already have it. It's a wonderful game, and we're going to have a wonderful time with it. I'm going to real quickly let everybody remind us of who they are playing, and then I'll do a recap of where we're at, and then they're going to correct me because I'll probably get like 3 or 4 parts wrong. But hey, I don't like write a blog where I note all of the games that I play. So that I count on Andrea's accuracy is what I'm saying. So she made the face like she's angry, but I'm saying it's a partnership of accuracy where I just throw stuff out and then you make it right. Okay, we'll start off with Alex. Alex, remind us about Kid Ragnarok.
I am Kid Ragnarok, the delinquent. I have supervillain parents. My mum is currently maybe working with the aliens against Earth, but possibly has also gave me powers to defend Earth or rule Earth. I'm not quite sure. And I'm angry. I'm not exactly sure why I'm angry. It might be to do with the whole being turned into given powers to rule Earth thing. Maybe. It's been a while since we played.
It seems angerific. Angerific? Yeah. Anger-esque? Yeah, I'm good with that. Andrea, tell us about Pixie.
I am playing the part of Pixie. Pixie was your average high school popular girl until she got in some crossfire between a superhero and a supervillain and became transformed. Most specifically, she like bonded with a tree and is now like a crazy tree person. So she's got some self-esteem issues that she's working through. She's got some issues with her boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend, that she's working through, except not. She's just hoping that if she ignores it, it goes away.
That's how she deals with things? Just ignore it?
That's how most teenagers deal with things, right? That's my understanding of teenagers.
Okay, well, it's probably true. It's been quite a while since I could accurately attest to that, but I've watched shows on WB, so I think that makes me an expert. Jan, tell us about... Sorry, what'd you say, Andrew?
Oh, I've got the CW for my background.
All right. Jan, tell us about Quartz.
Quartz would be this aforementioned ex-boyfriend, but he doesn't know it yet. Because he's not very accustomed to Earth things, because he's an alien. And, you know, at some point they ran into someone from an alien race that was attacking his planet and also killed someone from his school, and he got some anger issues there, and he's been, you know, having some difficulty working with emotions in the first place, because this is a very human thing to encounter for him anyway. And yeah, now he's been having some difficulty, and yeah, no, he's been having some difficulty with his girlfriend as well. But now they're in space, and you know, his entire species has been kidnapped. So you know, he's handling. I have 3 fucking conditions. I can I can survive.
Sorry, I just love that description of how statistical you're handling. That's good. Jules, please tell us about Katana.
Katana is just your regular girl next door who is also a martial artist and a sword master. She's a beacon skin. She sort of managed to find a loophole or get into the school for superheroes while being a sort of average, well, human person. She went through some interpersonal drama recently, but has solved it by never dating anyone again ever. So, you know, that works. And now she's pretty together, except she's afraid. Not really sure what anymore, just generally afraid. I'll fix it.
Oh, man. You know, this stuff's on YouTube. We could have all gone back and done a rewatch. Just saying. It's pretty good. It's pretty good TV.
It's pretty good TV.
Hey, yeah. I knew I was angry and all the other things.
Will, bring us up to speed on ASAP.
ASAP is or was the ultimate fanboy of all things hero, and then he became one. He's a speedster. He's very much excited about it. Enthusiasm sometimes is a bit tiresome, I imagine, to some people. Currently, he is pretty upset. What gave him his powers and gives all the people in his family his powers, Crixus, which is a ring, which also is an entity from the homeworld of Quark, is been damaged and looking pretty much close to death at this point. Yeah, still trying to figure that out. We're going to save him. Or else.
We are going to save him. All right. Well, everybody's done a great job of bringing us back to where we're at. You guys are currently in the cargo hold of a Savitri starship. The Savitri are the shape-changing aliens who have been working within an entire quadrant, and they are aggressively taking over worlds, and they had captured the people, the people of Sinus, the people, loose term, the crystalline entities, the people that Quartz came from. And if you guys remember, before you had come to space through Quartz's special portal, that the one member of the team, the Superlatives, had been basically, you don't know where he is, pristine, but he had been mimicked by one of the Savitri, and that Savitri had used Crixum to power weapons. So there's evidently something that the Savitri, some technology that the Savitri have to utilize the people of Sinus to power weapons. And so they have stolen away all of those people, all of Quartz's people, and had them in the hold of this space opera gigantic ship. Now, I'm going to share with you, just because I went through the effort of making it, this wonderful starship. I know I should probably start my own Patreon with my mapping skills, but no, guys, I leave that time for you. To the last moments of our session, by the way, Yona is not able to attend. She is out of town and could not make it to the game. So Electrocute will be an NPC. That's why she's in blue. And also, I just thought it would be amusing to have a different background for her, as I was in map crazy times. So what we have here is that one of the Savitri had threatened to use some kind of device on Pixie because he saw she was looking a little tree-ish and said, you know, her kind, you know what her kind do to us. Pixie decided to flip out and go full tree. I found this really cool tree picture, so I'm just going to use that. It's not exactly how it had been described in the last session, but
I like it.
It looks kind of awesome. And so during her treeing out, I guess, what's a good phrase for going full tree, Pixie? Do you have a...
Arbonating.
Oh, yes, arbonation. That's the best. Okay, during the arbonation, she basically, that was a fail. If you guys remember, it was a die roll and the fail at the end. And so you were venting into space because the cargo doors, because Rich has no original ideas, he just said the cargo doors look like they do in Star Wars. And the blue diamonds or the purple diamonds here are not part of a Lucky Charms cereal. They're actually representing the people of Xynus getting pulled. They were here in this stasis net area. And ASAP, I'm cool with positioning being changed, but you guys were here, and the venting to space, of course, is pulling everyone a la the movie Aliens. You're getting drug if you can't fly towards that rent or the large gaping hole that was created by the powerful Pixie. This here's the psychic trike. I just basically stole the awesome bike from Young Justice because I've been watching that with my son, and it's amazing. And I spent way too much time in paint just taking Superboy off of the back of that. So it's really small. You can't tell. Just imagine it looks pristine and amazing. Not pristine the character, pristine awesome. Cool. So these guys are basically Kree, because really Kree are dicks and the Savitri are dicks. So I just found some cool pictures of Kree. If you don't know what Kree are, just imagine Savitri are dicks. Here's the dick aliens, and there are quite a few of them here, and so are all of you guys. So, Savit Kree, that's great. Oh, the portmanteaus. That is the update of where everybody is. Unless people want to move around, we can just ask questions like, what do you do? We know what Pixie just did, so I'm curious what other people are doing. Hey, the Skrulls are also dicks. The Skrulls and Krees are dicks. Everyone who is not on Earth, if they're an alien creature, they're probably an ass in at least one Marvel comic. That's just the thing.
Sorry, Quartz. You're just a dick.
Yeah, thanks.
I think Kid Ragnarok is just swearing loudly and creating some sort of big chain hook thing to just so he's not dragged off into the void.
Ooh, a chain hook? That sounds awesome. Just okay, so he's throwing down a chain hook to save himself. That sounds awesome.
I would like to do something. You said these people are being sucked out into space?
Yes, they are.
I would like to try to create, I'm using obviously comic physics, create air manipulation to like tornado them back into, like to push them back into the jail area.
Oh, you want to? They've just been freed, and you want to imprison them again? How evil!
I want to prevent them from going into space.
Imprison them in oxygen.
I do realize that while I do this, I'm staying still, so I may be vented into space. But
yeah,
are we a team, by the way?
I don't know. Are you?
Of course, we're a team.
This part of the plan was not planned, so maybe not.
I think you're a team. You guys are working as a team.
Who's going to start yelling commands? I guess they're the team leader.
I think that's Katana. Katana's the team leader.
It's because I brought up the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can be the team leader.
Sweet. So you are the team leader. Let's go ahead. At the start of every session, I add a team to the pool. You are now tracking the pool, Katana.
Oh, I so am.
And I think you guys have entered a battle against the dangerous two. So add 2 to the team pool. Let's ask some questions. If the leader has influence over every teammate? I don't think she does.
No.
Oh, no. ASAP. Oh, yes, you do. You do have...
respect my influence.
All right, then add another to the team. If everyone has the same purpose in the fight.
Not getting vented into space?
So you're fighting space? What?
Let's get mad.
I think we have a unified purpose.
I think we've come here to save the citizens.
I think I've found over multiple sessions that if everyone has the same purpose in the fight, is Kid Ragnarok on board?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
he hasn't currently come up with a second or third.
He hasn't come up with a second or third option because he's busy being vented into space.
Yeah.
If any team member mistrusts the leader of the team, I don't see anybody mistrusting. Oh, I don't know. Pixie, Katana, Pixie.
Not in this.
Not in this.
Like, I can't trust her around people in social situations. In the kicking ass department, totally trust her.
There you go.
Don't trust those leaps. And if the team is ill prepared or off balance,
Probably.
Yes. Literally off balance.
Probably.
literally, then you remove a team. All right, fantastic.
Okay.
So you have quite a bit of team there. 4 team.
Yeah, 4 team. That's a team.
ASAP, you are going to unleash your powers here.
It's gonna try.
Yeah, why don't you roll plus freak?
Was there a help roll in this? I don't remember.
Oh, the team. You can use the team. If you come up with a fictional way that your character is helping out, you can
We can
spin
do
team
that
1 for
after
1.
his roll.
And Kid Ragnarok has a special ability that if he does something that's destructive, he can add 2 with possible. And for anybody who is curious, we are not using Roll20 at this time because it's just too many things for us to manage with the video not working through Roll20. So we're going to explore that utilizing Roll20's video and audio, but because we want to continue this on YouTube and I'm lazy and not very smart. Those are the general reasons that we're just going to go with this for the rest of Masks High School. I do like Roll20, and I especially love the work that Matt did on the character sheets. So it's a bummer to miss out on that, especially with the way that the custom roller was set up. Very cool stuff, but just one too many bits for me to deal with. And if I could deal with lots of bits, I'd be playing Pathfinder, and I wouldn't even deal with you people. I'd go talk to I'm joking. I can't deal with bits. Or Pathfinder. Okay, so let's see what this roll is.
That roll is a 6. But I've got +0.
Oh, if only someone would help him.
Please, I don't want to go into space.
Is anyone helping ASAP in his attempt
Can
to
we
create a hurricane?
hear what you're doing so we know if we're able to help?
Yeah.
I think Quartz was already trying to do the same thing anyway. Well, not in the same way, but he was also trying to save his people from being vented out into space.
Okay, so you could be scooping up some of them as well using your shapeshifting powers.
I was and you know, I figured like, hey, maybe that will even count as a foolhardy action. I was basically going to extend my body and throw it over the
You're trying to
venting
cover the hole? That's crazy. I want that to be a separate thing.
Foolhardy action. Okay,
I want
pretty
that to be a separate thing.
okay, fine, but that means I
Because
can't
it's
help.
awesome. I need to see
Okay.
how well your foolhardy hole covering works. Anyone helping? Oh, yeah.
Because I'm next to ASAP, and I see that he's not protecting himself. So I was thinking of using my chainsword to hook around something and then grab onto him.
Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. I love that. Yes, that will push you to 7. So I'll leave it to you, ASAP. Would you like for this to be unstable or temporary?
Oh, goodness.
Or do you wish to mark condition?
You meant my 4th out of 5?
By the way, guys, you aren't playing Novas.
Right.
Thought that this was helping you. It's actually making your lives awful.
I don't really want this to be temporary because
you could have faith that maybe your other teammate who's stretching out. You could.
You know what? I'm buying him time. Yeah, I'll make this temporary. I'm buying him quartz time.
That is amazing. Sweet. So how does it look? Are you doing the kind of the hand?
I run like in front of as they're like being sucked in. I run like right in, so I'm almost on the edge of the gap and doing the arm twirly thing to like push them back against the back wall.
Sweet. And as you do that, Katana runs in, puts an arm around your waist, hugs yet another teammate, but in a different way this time. Chain swords and attaches to some handle that we have an artist draw in very quickly that just happens to work out. Cool. So Kid Ragnarok and Quartz. I want to go with Quartz's foolhardy action because this sounds amazing. I think you're unleashing your powers as well, right?
Hell yes.
Yeah. I mean, I could tilt my head and say directly engaging a threat, but it doesn't feel right. The intent. This is something I learned in my most recent recording of +1 which will be out soon. As Brendan Conway educated me on masks, and the intent is how you filter which move is being engaged.
I'm intending to change the environment to my benefit.
Exactly. It's a roll plus freak, sir.
I think I'm freaky. I'm not sure actually how freaky I am. Where's the sheets? Oh, come on.
Oh, you have a 0 on freak.
Thank you. I have too many tabs open, and then it's...
Well, for some reason, everybody put in a bunch of junk comments on the text chat where the character sheets were linked.
Yeah, no, I have it open. It's just that I have too many tabs open on my...
Oh, okay.
So 0, right. Well,
You close down the tab for Netflix and Luke Cage. We don't need those comparisons. I'm just saying.
I was doing... Oh!
You're in
Yeah.
space.
Hey,
You're-
but I do get to clear my insecure, right? Because that was a foolhardy fucking action.
Yes, it was.
What? Good thing
Especially
I bought you
now.
time. Bought you time to accomplish that. For my temporary help.
But
So
now I get sent into space.
the good news is you get a potential.
I now know what I'm going to do.
Hey, I roll. You guys, I roll over.
Woo!
You get to watch this, Pixie, by the way. Your not boyfriend goes into space.
It's the perfect revenge.
Rags swears even louder, makes the chain hook thing that was keeping me tethered let go, but keeps it kind of formed, and then just lets himself fly towards Quartz, where he's going off into space, and just yells for somebody to catch the chain.
What?
That's
Yeah.
awesome. There's
Quartz
no-
doesn't actually need to breathe oxygen.
Yeah, he's like flying. I think he like because
You
isn't
do.
Pixie over the hole? So he's just like as he flies by, Pixie's like, catch.
Yeah, I think that.
Dragging along behind me.
Yeah, so here's what's going on. Katana, you're stuck holding on to ASAP, so he doesn't get drugged any further. ASAP, you're able to keep this up right now and keep the people Xynus in the ship, but that's all you can do. And so really, it's Pixie, it's up to you, because it looks like Kid Ragnarok is gone after Quartz. And yeah, pretty soon his eyeballs pop out of his head, and all of his bowels evacuate. That's just the kind of thing that happens in a vacuum of space.
But it's a comic book, Rich.
Dang it, that's right. Sweet. So Pixie, what do you do?
Pixie's
saw the-
gonna grab the chain.
Sweet. What? Okay, so I think you are defending someone from an immediate threat, which is
Space.
the vacuum of space. Roll plus savior.
Okay.
You don't have any conditions, man.
Oh, thank God.
Your savior is actually a 1. So you're
Yeah, so it's a 13.
boxcars. Yeah. You don't get EXP, but you can actually choose one of the below. Add a team to the pool. Take influence over someone you protected, or clear a condition. You don't have any conditions, so.
Let me look at my influence boxes. I do like my influence. Because I hemorrhage it.
Do you have influence
I have
over
influence over
Quartz
both of them.
and Kid Ragnarok?
That's
You
okay.
can shift their
I guess I'll
labels,
add one to the team.
All right.
Go team.
Team.
Cool. So you're back up to 4 on team. Pixie, what does it look like when you save Kid Ragnarok and Quartz from the vacuum of space?
Vacuum of space. So I think Pixie was actually turning to engage the severe tree because, well, she hulked out, or what was the word? Arborated? Or
Yeah. Arboration.
Arboration.
Someone needs to write that comic. I'm just saying.
So she was turning to engage them, and she glances at the chain, and she just one viney, rooty foot just comes down and pins the chain to the floor.
Awesome. That is amazing. So you plant yourself in the metal floor.
Oh, I'm so rooting for your funds.
Yes. Oh, I'm such a sad for this stuff. Okay. He didn't want them to leave. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I must stop. You cradle them in your branches and you pull them back through space. I'm going to say just because like one of the Savitri gets sucked into space. Oh, he does the Star Wars yell. I can't remember what that one's called. But he falls in all Boba Fett punk ass like, and we'll later read a novelization about that moment when he was in space all by himself. So yeah, you have kept Kid Ragnarok and Quartz from going out into space, and the door's still open, right? Because no one has actively tried to close the door, and the guy who's holding on to one of the other handles on the opposite side of where Katana's chain sorted, he keeps hitting the button to try to close it, but it's all bent up because of Pixie's powerful roots, or in the Midwest we might call it roots, and so. Yeah, you're still venting into space. You saved them. You're locked down, Pixie. But except you can only do this for so long. So there's no initiative. Quartz, you've been saved. Kid Ragnarok, you've been saved. Katana and ASAP, you're a little bit stuck. And I think it's maybe my turn, right? So I think a Savitri is probably going to take a pot shot at ASAP. So why don't you take a powerful blow there, ASAP, potential space lord.
Okay. Now, would this person be greater power than me? Probably not, because I've got a move that deals with take a blow, but that's probably.
Oh yeah, from someone far greater power than you.
Probably
this is Savitri Lieutenant.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of want to make that happen, but
that's more of a. I think it's a jump in the middle, front of a
good cue
kind of thing.
Good cue. We will definitely try to angle towards that.
Hey, wait. Sure. Why am I pushing for these things? Take a powerful blow.
You take a powerful blow. Roll plus all of your conditions marked, which for you
3.
And you want to roll low.
Oh, wonderful!
That way we can use the team to help you. Wow, that is amazing.
A 12. That's a 12. I don't think we got enough team to bring me down to 7 to 9.
Okay, on a 10 plus, choose one. You must remove yourself from the situation.
No!
You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list.
Last time I took myself out of battle, and I want to be involved here. And I think it might actually be worse there. So everyone, you're welcome. That hits me, and it like lays me out. And of course, I'm trying to concentrate my tornadoes. I'm pushing these people back. When it pushes me off alignment. So that goes wide. So just a streaker tornado basically just goes all across this room.
Oh, yes. So you're losing control of your powers in a terrible way.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay, so. Oh, man, this is amazing. I think that. So let me take a look. All right. So angle-wise, you were holding back. I'm looking on the map. And so you were holding it back. You basically kind of moved in here, and Katana was over by you. I think Quartz, you ended up over here, and since this is a psychic trike, then we'll just move it down off of the thing because it's not being projected by Kid Ragnarok. Those who are watching, I apologize. Let me do a quick update for people watching.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm watching and I'm not seeing where.
Okay, so you guys had held back. Let's say that none of the people consigns you were fast enough, ASAP, because that's what you're all about. So you've done this, and Katana was holding on to you. Oh gosh, Electrocute, what's she been doing? Yeah, so I think that Electrocute, Electrocute would probably go into self-preservation mode. She kind of ran over here. There are a couple of Savitri guys. She's fighting with them while they're holding on to the basically areas where they can secure themselves and keep from being vented out to space. Right? So Electrocute's doing her own little fight scene on the side there. Okay, so you turn, and I think really what happens, this guy is going to get pulled out into space. This guy already had, so we'll just remove them from the board. And I think what happens, right, is you gotta attack Andrea, right? Like Pixie gets hit. She's the biggest possible target. And I think her getting hit by a hurricane looks the most amazing on page. But look, Trian's already windswept, right? So we got to play into that. The other bad part is that you're no longer holding back the people Xynus, so they're going to start disappearing into space.
That's definitely going to help my insecurity and guilt. So, yeah.
Well, you can't double up on it, so don't feel bad. Okay, Pixie. Xynusons. Yeah. Well, someone very astutely pointed out they don't necessarily breathe air, so you can lose them, but you can get them back and just put them in a box or something. Pixie, please take a powerful blow from your friend.
Oh.
Hey, remember that part where we talked about you not having any conditions?
Yeah.
This is where it pays off.
8.
Oh, okay. All right. With an 8, you lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition, or you give ground and your opposition gets an opportunity. You struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Oh my god, so many choices.
I know. 3 whole choices. You can inflict a condition on Quartz because I believe he
needs more
doesn't have
conditions.
guilty.
3 is not enough. Oh my god. But
Wait, he does have guilty. I was looking at the wrong one. You should just make him hopeless.
Where the heck are the basic moves? Why can I not find them?
Oh, there's the Move Sheet July update tab. What do you need?
Oh, I see.
Take a powerful
I wanted
blow.
to look at them again. Yeah.
Okay, let me drop that in chat for you to help out.
I found it. Powerful blow. Okay. I got hit by like a tornado.
Yes.
Okay. So, I think I'm gonna lash out verbally because that's always fun. Because Pixie can be a bitch.
Yes. No way.
So
she's just a teenager. It's different.
It's different. So I think it hits her, right? And I mean, there is that moment on the page where it's clear she's blown back a few steps, and I think Quartz and Kid Ragnarok were almost inside, and now they're back outside a couple of feet. But she manages to hold on, and she pulls them back in and turns around to ASAP and growls, because she's trooper, she's arbonated, growls at him, "If you're not gonna help, get the hell out of the way."
Yes. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I'm not even gonna make that into a roll. That's just too perfect. Too perfect. Poor ASAP.
Is there anywhere to run away?
Sure, there are doors.
I think you're supposed to take a foolhardy action now.
No.
Yeah, take a foolhardy action now. You've been provoked.
Okay. And the venting hasn't stopped.
The venting has not stopped.
Are there any debris that's fallen out into space?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
I would like
this
to-
is a cargo hold, so.
Okay. I would like to see if you allow this. Do the speedster kind of thing. Yeah, she's right. It's my fault. I'm going to run out the vent into space and hop from all the debris to try to grab the Spaaaace and throw them back in. And I'm just bouncing, using speed to bounce off.
It's the most foolhardy action. Well, I mean, it's as foolhardy as Kid Ragnarok. I think you guys are equally foolhardy. You guys are like partners in foolhardy. So your intent is to defend them, right? You're trying to be a savior.
So. Yeah.
So I think you are defending someone or something. These things that don't need to breathe from space. So
I didn't pay attention to that part in the mission briefing.
Really good at savior.
Yeah. Hey.
You didn't pay attention in alien class.
I know. I figured I'd read up on that later. Just never had the
They
time.
never came.
Okay, so yeah. 8, that's 10. I defended the heck out of that.
Wow, that is spectacular. Okay, so you defend them, right? You jump from like large metal box to piece of equipment to. I mean, this artist goes crazy here, right? So it turns out that one of the things you jump on top of is like straight from the movie Aliens. It's the cargo lifter body thing. You jump on that, and there's a couple of things that are stolen from Star Wars because just said whatever debris you want to have there. Mm-hmm. And so you grab all of the little cynosins and you throw them with amazing accuracy back into the cargo hold, which is very heroic and very foolish. And you get to add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. You also did foolhardy action, so I'm going to say that you can remove insecure just from doing this craziness.
Okay.
But due to the success of it, you can also remove another condition if you so wish.
How are we doing on team pool?
You guys are doing pretty great.
Pretty good.
Okay. I guess I will go ahead and clear another condition. Maybe things aren't quite as hopeless.
Maybe.
I saved the people. Of course, hopefully I get back in there before I have to, I held my breath, while I was out. Not that ever helped.
There's no part of getting back into there that I think you planned for.
Yeah.
That was part of the foolhardy action, I thought.
True.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so you're in space. Let's cut back inside. Katana, you don't have to hold on to ASAP anymore.
No, he just vanished. Pretty much. Okay. Well, this is all going very well. So is there actually like a tear in the lock or?
Yeah. Imagine someone took just a pair of doors that were sealed shut and with a great deal of strength just kind of crumpled them and forced them open.
Okay. Oh shit. That's not going to be resolved itself very quickly. What are those guys doing? Are Xenesians?
They're holding on for dear life.
Oh, okay.
They do not want to be vented into space because, unlike the Cynosans,
but none of them have had No, they're still on the outside. They don't want to close off this part of the ship because they would also be on the outside of it. Okay, never mind. That's good. I'm checking to see if I have a good straight up creeping question for this, but I don't really. What is my best way in and out? I can tell. So is there a control panel to this place?
Well, you know what? There is. No one's
Okay,
near it, but
I will make my way over there.
I love that. That sounds fantastic. I think you are unleashing your powers, being a highly trained individual.
Yeah, highly in alien spaceship technology. Oh well, there you go.
That looks like a failure.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not sure what my freak is in the first place. It's a -1, so it's a pretty big failure.
That appears to be a 3.
Yes. Which gives me potential.
The good news is
Start with the good news first.
I did not plan on this many failures. Let's see.
But you know us, Rich.
I know, right? What's wrong with me? How could I not plan for these things? Okay, so we have ASAP, who's out in space. We have Pixie, who is just saved Kid Ragnarok and Quartz. Electrocute is off to the side, still fighting some Savitri. and Katana had tried to use her chainsword to pull herself to a control panel. And I think what happens is that you hit the control panel, and then all of the venting stops because you were able to hit a button that turned on a force field on the exterior.
Okay.
And Savitri and everybody else who was holding on, you kind of fall. A bunch of people fall to the ground. All of the beings of Casinus fall to the ground as well.
Except
And-
ASAP, who's outside.
Except ASAP, who's outside.
No!
Yes. So that's what happens. You get a potential. Don't worry about it. You get another speedster.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's a legacy. Just wait around.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can-
that happens.
Can I get a situation sketch? Like, I think at the moment we have ASAP, Quartz, and Kid Ragnarok still outside.
No.
Oh,
Only ASAP. Quartz and Kid
Pixie pulled you
Ragnarok-
guys in.
Right. Pixie saved the two of you.
With a little help. Kind of.
True. Pixie assisted you in helping yourself by saving you. Technically, by saving you completely in every way because you were in space, because you threw yourself into space. But you can shape
With a
it however you
plan.
want. Whatever spin you want to put on it. But you're back in the cargo hold with Quartz and all the people. The only thing you guys lost out on really is just ASAP at this point. You could roll it up and go home. What do you do?
I turn to Quartz. Quartz, you can make a little airlock, can't you? Small one.
make.
Cool. Right. Then I on the psychotrike kind of round me and just drill through the hull to escape out into space to go and get ASAP. Not a very big hole though.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, just a little hole. You're gonna have him plug the dike. Then that was what you were
Yeah.
communicating to
I
Quartz. Plug
basically
the dike.
pull
Try to
one
go
of
through.
those, foot soldier drill things and just go out
Yeah,
from the
it's-
hole.
Once
one
he
of-
does that, I'll finally understand what he meant, and I go like, "Oh!" and then cover the hole.
I want to see you unleash your powers because you need to go through a force field with your psychic trike.
Oh.
Yeah.
So am I going through the hull and the force field?
Aren't you? Okay.
Because I'm not. I'm thinking I'm to the side of the.
Oh, you're just going to like
Bay
to the side
doors.
where the force field isn't an obstacle
Yeah.
for you. Gotcha. Cool. I don't see that being a die roll.
Throwing
I
myself
think
at
you're
force
good.
field sounds stupid. Who knows what will
Yeah.
happen?
That would be foolhardy action, and not very
Exactly.
smart. So
Would
I
this
like
count
that.
as destroying or breaking something?
I think so
Cool.
because everyone was safe.
Yeah.
Well, everyone was ASAP. Sorry,
What was
sorry,
the roll?
ASAP. Sorry. You know, he
Oh,
did
well.
self-sacrifice, guys. You should respect his wishes.
A 7.
Nice.
Respecting wishes is not what we're about.
No, this is totally I need help. No, that's fine. Respect my wishes later.
Awesome. Okay, so hold on with the die roll. So again, I don't see a die roll for you drilling through the hole. You are doing that. But I think that you're trying to defend ASAP, right? You're trying to save him from a thing.
Okay.
So let's say this a roll plus superior.
Oh, okay. So should I keep that roll that I just did, or
I think so, right? Unless you're super not comfortable with
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, my superior is. Why is my superior 1? Psychotrike is +2, so it doesn't make any difference. But
Nice. By the way, I'm not sure why your stats are the way they are because they add up to 4.
I have taken a thing that gives me an extra point. I permanently removed influence and gained a +1 to a label.
So did I, and I have 3.
Well, then you need
Yeah,
to
that
add
gives
1
me a-
more to that. I didn't know that was even possible. That's awesome. It's a cool advancement.
Yeah, so 9.
A 9. Is anybody going to teammate help him? To a 10? It's fine if you don't.
Well, I'm helping. I was helping him anyway. He asked me for help, in fact.
Cool. How are you? So, what do you do in response, Quartz?
I think because he's going out without a tether. I'm basically giving him a tether. To
Are you giving
hook
him tether, or are you closing up the hole after he goes out? Because I
No,
think he
both. I mean, come on.
You're flexible. That's what you're saying.
Yes. It's
You can
look.
multitask.
It doesn't say just shapeshifting. It says radical shapeshifting.
I thought that was to make it feel like the Turtles, like the Teenage
To be
Mutant.
fair, I'm using the Kirby craft, so I'm mobile.
That's true.
I need a tether at the moment.
He did kind of fly you guys here.
The door afterwards. That would be nice.
He's got a strike in his pocket. If you want to create the
Like
tether,
from
that's
back
totally
in.
cool. Awesome. So that's how you're helping, which pushes it to a 10. You're defending someone, so you can add team to the pool, take influence over ASAP, or clear a condition there, Kid Ragnarok. You don't have any conditions. So do you want influence over ASAP, which you don't currently have? You have to add a row. There's so much influence you guys have. Am I still here? Everything got quiet.
No, that's good. You're good.
Okay.
We're good.
We're good. Alex is
Okay.
making thinky faces.
I do not like his stinky faces. Always look like he's in
Or maybe it's just confused face.
A little bit of
There we go.
go down a bit.
I think Alex is having some issues.
It looks
Wait,
like
maybe he's back?
Mostly muting himself, I think,
maybe because of issues.
because of
Oh.
issues.
Oh, he's getting some.
The lag seems to have gone a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. I think. Or okay-ish. Yep. Things were happening.
Did you take influence over ASAP or choose to add team to the pool or what?
Me? The pool influence the race up, so I'll take pool. If you were talking to me,
I
the lag's
was.
still a bit bad.
Are you sure that you have? I do not see that you have influence over ASAP. Do you not want to gain influence over ASAP?
I will have ASAP. I'll get some ASAP influence.
Okay. So do you wish to, even though we have lag notwithstanding, do you want to describe what it looks like when you save your good friend's life with your psychic trike?
I think, yeah. Some on those little letter tube things into space and rocket towards ASAP. It opens up at the front for like a second, and he just gets bumped into the craft with me, and then we turn around. Suddenly, kind of like a rocket of energy comes from the front, and it just rockets back the way it came. Hopefully, the thing will open when we come back.
I helped you. Remember, you're tethered, and I know exactly when you're going to come in, so it's going to open up.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
We're
Yes.
coming in at full speed.
Yeah. So you are pulling him back in. Quartz, you're involved in that. I'm going to pop back into the cargo hold with Pixie, Katana, and Electrocute, because there are still Savitri here who are now able to stand up. Several of them don't have their weapons because they were vented into space, but there are a number of them who want to beat you down, Katana. And so I'm going to adjust. You had to go over to the control panel. And so now you've got a couple of shape-shifting Savitri who are going to try to perform Well, just a beatdown. Really, they're just going to punch you a lot until you fall down. They're going to throw you in the pin. You're muted.
I said that's just like back home. That's fine.
It's true. Just imagine they're ninja.
Just imagine our ninja. It's all normal.
What do?
I will defend myself.
You're going to defend yourself, or are you going to directly engage them? I think you can defend yourself.
No, it's true. I was just thinking that. That's not actually possible, is it? You can defend yourself.
The way of nonviolence.
No, I will actually.
I don't see Katana taking the way of nonviolence. I'll just defend myself.
No, that's not happening. She hasn't actually killed anyone yet. And I will attack them.
Okay.
Does that count as when you stand strong while dramatically under fire?
Yes, that does.
Okay.
Then
I can roll savior instead of danger, which is good because I'm afraid.
Oh, very clever. Nice.
6. No, wait. Danger. Oh, savior. Never mind. 7, 8.
Yes. All right. On a, you're going to trade blows. On a 7 to 9, you get to pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Or you can take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I can't think of anything creative to take from them. Damn it! It's like their dignity.
You're normally so good at that, though.
I'm normally really good at that. No, I will just frighten the opposition because that will give us a bit more chance to get our team together. That seems like a good idea.
Oh, that's so dramatic too. It's totally you.
Yes.
All right.
I'll actually try to crowd them out of this room a bit. Sort of do the Han Solo thing where you go, "Roar!" and hope they don't do the thing where we go running back.
Okay, let me see. I think the best way to deal with that then is that you are effectively facing off with them and kind of moving towards this pin. I'm updating the map in case people aren't knowing what I'm doing.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, so all these guys, whoa, that is not what I wanted to do. Thank goodness for the undo button. I do love that so much. Sweet. So you're kind of dancing along the people, Sinus, as they're lying on the ground, they're recovering. And I think you need to take a powerful blow because these guys are going to be hitting you and attacking you and trying to chase you.
They will.
Towards the doors.
High was good, right? For a power? No.
No. Oh, that's great.
No.
You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. Or you lose control of yourself or your powers, which is kind of weird, in a terrible way. Or 2 options from 7 to 9.
Uh-huh.
While you're thinking that over, we'll skip over.
Excellent.
And check in with Pixie. Hey, Pixie. You and, well, I guess Electrocute, right? Because those guys are dealing with their own thing. You're all by yourself, Pixie. What are you doing?
There's no more Savitri to hit?
Yes, there's Savitri to hit. There's the one guy who had the weapon before. He's
probably the one who poked me. He's going to get hit.
Not only is the guy who poked you, he has just beat down Electrocute.
Oh, poor Electrocute.
Yeah, she's laying on the ground. This is actually the cover image of this issue. We finally got to that moment where Electrocute has been beaten down by one of the Savitri. And he turns to you and he draws out that weapon that he had before. He has another because he's a lieutenant, so he has 2 of those guns. One of them he didn't even use on Electrocute. He just beat her down.
Excellent. So Pixie is like a big tree pixie right now, arborated. So she's got like the longer limbs and stuff. And she reaches out, and even though he should safely be outside her radius, like actually like the limbs that are her fingers actually extend a little bit into tendrils and snatch him.
Nice.
And I'm going to attempt to hurt him now.
I think you're directly engaging a threat then.
I think I am.
Yeah, roll plus
Probably.
danger. You're going to trade
Maybe.
blows.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, if only there was a teammate here who
Only
could.
there was a teammate to help me, but she's unconscious. And also an NPC. Oh. So. Oh, wow. I don't really have any allies right here. So I guess I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. And then also I have a move that lets me mark a condition to mark a second or take a second option.
Neat! Because you're being scary?
I'm being scary.
Be
So
a
I will.
monster.
Yeah. So I will also resist or avoid their blows because they're at like Pixie's arm length. So there's not a lot he can do to me right now.
Nice. Oh, actually, there are a lot of really good things you're kind of engaging here. So are you saying you were using the Be the Monster?
Not human enough.
Not human enough. Gotcha. When you directly engage a threat in a terrifying fashion, you mark a condition to choose an additional option, even on a miss. That's terrifying. What condition are you taking, and what was the other option? I'm sorry, I was reading.
That's okay. So I'm taking guilty because I just vented everybody, and I kind of feel bad about that a little bit. And the other one I'm taking is to avoid their blows because they're at Pixie arm length and they can't really do anything to me right now.
That sounds fantastic. Sweet. So you take something from him and terrify him. No.
I impress, surprise, or frighten my opposition and resist his blows.
Okay. He tries to fire off a couple of shots from his laser pistol, and you swat that aside, and you don't take it away from him, but you swat his arm aside, and he looks very wary and concerned, and he basically turns and he's going to take off running towards the door because he can run. He's not getting sucked into space. And he yells ahead to one of his troopers, "Troopers, attack that creature!" And the guy's like, "No," and he starts to head for the door.
Fair enough.
So they are running away. They're probably going to get bigger weapons, I would think. That would be wise. So Katana, we roll back to you. What have you chosen with your superior technology of taking a powerful blow?
I chose losing control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. I'm picturing because they're like she's pushed them out of the, out into the corridor, and when they actually push back, like they'll push her against the wall, and she freaks out and attacks the nearest. What are they called? Savitri, yes, not the other ones. Savitri, and actually kills one. Yes. The katana goes straight. Katana goes straight through the heart, and then you just see her eyes like go wide and panic because that has never actually happened. And then the Savitri just overwhelm her.
Yeah, I love that. That sounds amazing. So that happens. And then that's when ASAP, who is pretty well out of it, but you're a speedster, so you can recover. And Kid Ragnarok and Quartz come in. Unfortunately, there's still a hole in the dike, though, Quartz. What are you doing about that? How are you fixing that? You are muted.
Sorry. I said I'm not doing it on my own. I am going to use my moment of truth. And I'm basically going to reach out to all my people here and through that psychic link It's the equivalent of a drill sergeant going like, "What the fuck are you all doing?" Like, everything is going to shit here, and you're all just sitting here. Do something.
Nice. So what do they do?
Like, plug up that hole. Keep those Savitri off of us. Do something.
That is amazing, and it's a moment of truth, right? So this is incredible. This is the moment when Quartz breaks out, and the beings of Casinus, they form together and form this crystalline plug for the whole. A number of others attach themselves to the Savitri who were beating down Katana and just hit at particular pressure points, and you even see like one goes into the mouth of the Savitri, and it's kind of gruesome. What happens to the Savitri is they just, as these basically diamond hard entities, tear through a number of them, and we will take a bio break right now and deal with aftermath. Yeah, because the fight is effectively over. That moment of truth is the best way to end this fight I can think of. So we'll take a bio break and we'll pick back up. That was pretty awesome. Thank you.
Woo!
What are you drinking right now, Jan?
I think at the moment I'm drinking an American beer, which is still an American brewery owned by a Belgian brewery, but it's from Boulevard Brewing Company.
Gotcha.
Which is owned by Duvel. It's a
What is
Belgian.
Duvel? What's Belgium? Gotcha. Okay, people are starting to trickle back in.
Jules is still in the bathroom.
Next week we start Numenera. Numenera. I never spell it right. I always put one too many.
Numenera. Numenera.
I must try to say more of that song.
Rich was doing it. Jules is back.
I love that song.
Okay. Before we jump back into game, I want to talk out of character with you guys. We have kind of, as I see it, and of course you guys are creative, so we may see other options through this conversation. This is our last Masks High School for a while. It's probably the last one when Alex only has one kid. And that means we're looking for months until the next one happens. So I see a couple of different paths that we could take. We can continue for, like, there is potentially more in space. Or there is, we have saved the people of Spaaaace. We will return them to their homes, and we will return to our everyday lives, right? Every day for superheroes in a high school, but still. I have no, I have desire to see both. Because this is the last session for a while, I'm a little hesitant to have you guys continue on the space campaign if there are things back home that you would like to work through and resolve, because not all of the characters you normally interact with are here with you. So that's why I wanted to have this conversation and kind of check in before we move forward, because I'm trying to avoid a thorn is what I'm saying. I'm trying to avoid a thorn. I'm scared of thorns. No. But I did want to chat it with you guys real quick before we jump back in. So that is what I have posited. Like, it's not a solution, just a question of where your preferences lie.
My preference would be to return to Earth, though not completely forget about all the cosmic stuff. The cosmic stuff can.
I think that is indeed better to like, we can reference to stuff that still happened after what just happened now. But I think if we keep playing now, we won't have time to wrap up the stuff that needs to happen after.
But there's so much that needs to be wrapped up that we can't do it in half a session anyway. Saying.
Yeah, I'm already, like, just looking at my moment of truth is like, yeah, and after you've done it, they want you to come back to their home planets because, you know, you just proved yourself worthy and stuff like that. And, like, that's probably easier to mention that in yeah, that happened instead of having to play that out, because it's going to take a while.
Gotcha. That's not actually that's not actually what I was thinking of for story. That is part of it, absolutely.
Lots of stuff, like,
yes,
playing out this entire spaceship would mean that we would just run out of time.
You just moment of truth. This spaceship is yours. It is yours. You have the people of Xynus as a collective, outnumber the Savitri who were here to hold them, and they have, in very brutal fashion, asserted control over the ship. And there are a small number of now prisoners of the Savitri. So that's not a contest. It's
Awesome sauce. Good.
so it sounds like the general group's consent. Like, I don't know if it's 100% consensus because I haven't heard from Will, I haven't heard from Andrea. So I'd like to hear from the two of you guys what your preferences are.
Everything I need to wrap up can be done either in space or on campus. So I'm good either way, frankly.
The only thing I'm looking to wrap up is just to find out Crixum, to find out his condition. I don't know where that needs to wrap up.
I think the moment of truth healed it. Like,
Okay.
because holy shit, that's got to be the moment when it comes. So he joins in with the others of the people. His color's slightly different. He's got that slightly brownish color, right? Because that's part of you in the ring. And I should have narrated that in. And I'm sorry
cool.
I didn't.
That's cool.
Let's imagine that. We had a couple edits, editorial, sent it back, and we drew it in. It looks really good. We had Alex
Like
Ross.
flair.
So.
It makes sense. The last panel of the comic being all of them rising up and stuff, and then like the next issue we talk about. Oh, and that was cool how the ring came back. And
Sweet. So then, the consensus is we jump back to high school.
Sure.
Which is great. They're both great. I had a friend who you would ask him like, yay or nay, and he would go, I don't know why he did that, but that always amused me.
Okay.
I know, it's just the weirdest thing. It just popped in my head, and I shared it with you. All right, let's get back in. We are going to skip some time. Now, timeline-wise, I think it would be amusing to me if we ended on New Year's Eve. Like, if you guys come back, it's going to be slightly weird because then we have a bunch of separate scenes. But I love the idea of the last session for a while that we ring in the new year. So what do you guys think? Can we make that work with you guys gathering together for like a group party or something? Because is it going back in? No, it's a good question. So timeline wise, when you guys went to space, I thought it was like December-ish. Is that on it?
Halloween-ish, I thought. Just after Halloween, like
Yeah,
November.
But we went home for a break.
Well, there's
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
wasn't
break, and
Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Okay, I was thinking it was Christmas, and then I'm like, but okay,
No,
if it was
no.
Thanksgiving break, it's fine.
it was Thanksgiving break because I remember it was turkey.
Wait. When's Thanksgiving? Exactly.
November. End of November.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Sorry.
End of November.
November is when Thanksgiving takes place.
Better
because
Americans, you guys.
remember, I
thanked
forced
us.
schools to look up Thanksgiving food so that she knew what Katana's
It
favorite.
makes sense. Yeah, no, I absolutely make like we've had Thanksgiving dinners with people that
That was.
not-
I feel
not
like that was a
belts.
really long
You guys know
Thanksgiving
nothing.
break, though, because
No.
I remember Pixie went and hung out with the other tree person,
Dryad.
Dryad. Yeah, Pixie went and hung out with Dryad. Thanksgiving
did.
break is usually like a couple of days.
Yeah, it's like a weekend.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think, and I gave you guys crap for not going back and watching our own stuff, and I didn't go back and watch it. Let me remind you, this is my 9th RPG session in a week. I have played way too many games. Also, I edited this thing called the Gauntlet, and holy shit, I really want to go back and watch old game sessions. I just keep having new ones. So let's make an executive decision. I think it makes. I think that you're right. That in December was when Pixie was meeting with Dryad, and I do think that we had come into a new school year, and that's when I think the kind of the newer, hipper Pixie took everybody out for that back to school party that happened in college, and so we'll just say that we're in the new school year. So now we're going to skip some time still, just so everybody has a little bit of distance. What would be a cool?
Valentine's Day.
Oh yes, you know that. That is perfect. That is so perfect. Okay. I'm kidding. That's the best.
So bad.
Oh, for those of us who've played Golden Sky Stories, I just want to say, Andrea, I give you a dream because you just said it perfectly. So good, so good. Woo! Okay, so we the morning of I guess this will be 2017. So Rich now I have to go look up what is February
14.
Yeah, February 14th, 2017. What day of the week is it? What day of the week? There's a dayoftheweek.org. It is a Tuesday.
It's much easier if you just scroll your calendar forward a couple of months.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
14th?
The 14th is Tuesday.
Of February.
2017.
Oh, 4th.
14. Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
How did you get married? I did not know.
Not the 4th. The 4th is not Valentine's Day.
Alex.
Norway is a strange place.
I assume you just drew her something amazing. And Boodle gave a. He's like, oh, I know he can't.
Valentine's tradition is
You gave her
our
something.
Valentine's tradition is watch horror movies. With just one of us ripping out our own heart and offering it.
That sounds cool.
Valentine's cards of that.
All right, let's do this thing. Who has not had a whole lot of screen time? Who should we pick up with first on the morning of Tuesday morning?
I do have a thing that I would like to do, as I've seen.
Okay. Oh, Jan's like, I did my mode of truth. Okay, cool. So
how do I premise?
let's pick up with Kid Ragnarok then. He's got the first scene idea.
Yeah, Kid Ragnarok is king along with Quartz, being a bit vague about what he's up to. But Quartz is usually
I think
can be quite gullible sometimes.
Quartz has probably been on Earth very little.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he has been.
I've got this kind of crystal thing, and I need help with crystal stuff and crystals. So it's just around this corner, and I'm kind of talking to him while I'm walking, and then suddenly we're in a room that Pixie's wherever Pixie is.
Oh, this is great. So you basically oh, it's so funny. So Pixie, where is it that Quartz and Kid Ragnarok walk into?
So there's like a solarium. It's just like a really bright, sunny room, and she's totally lounged out.
Is there anyone else there?
Nothing.
Who's with Pixie? Anybody?
Is anyone else there? Please say
is she
that.
napping by herself? Or is someone else?
Laura's probably there.
Awesome.
They're besties. It's what besties
Add a
do.
little grist to the mill. I love it.
I kind of oh well, plan's a plan, and I just pop her out of the window with my out with it out into the lawn, and then just lock down every single exit with a kind of a psychic.
Hold on. Are you joking? You literally just picked up Laura and chucked her with psychic powers, chucked her out of the room?
Yeah. Pixie and Quartz need to talk.
I want to see the aftermath of this. So I'm not putting it to a die roll. Yeah, Laura, who was there in a very nice golden bikini, gets chucked onto the lawn.
Not hard.
She did get out, and then she went through the window, and Kid Ragnarok locked down the room. And of course, there you are, and there's Pixie. You were very relaxed. You and Laura were talking, not about boys, so we could pass the Bechdel test, and then we're going to fail it because now this is evidently all about boys.
Technically not a boy.
Technically. The hell?
Now, don't get angry. And then don't get angry. Then never mind. Of course. Look, as someone who occasionally, due to issues, acts like a complete idiot, I can see where quartz come from, you know. Planet on the line. So, you know, very excusable idiocy. See? I don't want to say anything out of line, but you can occasionally, slightly overreact things and talk.
Okay, I really don't know what you think you're doing, but you just chucked Laura through a window.
It's grass outside. Should be fine. Maybe not so much, but that's later.
I'm confused. I just got back through the portal, and you said you had something very important to tell me.
Oh, that was a lie. Forget about that. You guys, look, work it out. You and Chris, you.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to be very clear about this. You are never allowed to attempt to fix anything ever again. And secondly, there is nothing to fix.
Wait. There is nothing to fix? I might misunderstand how things are on Earth, but I do think there is a few things that are broken.
Yeah. But you're not even here anymore. So what is trying to fix anything going to do? It's better just to move on before someone gets really hurt. And she looks at Kid Ragnarok.
I think my mind is trying to work like a mile a minute, and can I assess the situation?
Yes.
Poor GM.
Yeah, I got a big number there. And I can
Yeah,
even
you assessed something.
Wow, you assist the crap out of it. You get to ask two questions.
And I also get to oh no, that's just I can also ask.
Oh yeah, your thievery
Well,
stuff.
while I keep talking, I'm kind of just
Were you trying to assess or were you trying to pierce the mask out of...
no, I'm trying to assess.
Okay.
He doesn't
Just
care about
checking.
you guys as people. He just wants the situation to go his way.
How could I best infuriate or provoke you into revealing your actual feelings?
Are you asking both of us?
I think I'm asking Pixie that.
Asking Pixie first.
Did you say how can you best provoke me into showing my actual feelings?
Yeah. Not kind of just covering it with anger and
So I
infuriate
think,
or provoke.
well, that's just it. Like, if you infuriate her or provoke her, like, it's going to be anger. You're going to get back. So I think if you did the opposite thing, where you were very supportive and very gentle and very, look, we're friends, let's talk about this like friends, then she would break down and actually respond like a human being.
Is that a bridge too far for Kid Ragnarok?
Okay. I'll ask some of this later. I think I already know what the biggest threat to me is, and that's outside. Look, I kind of a step between Watson, Pixie, and facing Pixie, and I kind of just put my arms on the side of her, just the top of the shoulders, and like, both had kind of like they either learned their skills or that's what they're born like, or or they got a cool toy. Us, I get the anger and kind of mask what you're really feeling and all that stuff. When you choose these powers, you might not want them. But come on, it's Quartz. I mean, look at his little shiny face. Come on.
And she does. She looks behind him at Quartz and then quickly kind of looks away with this kind of crestfallen expression. And she says, How can I date someone if I can't trust him not to kill people?
How can you not forgive? I mean, look, we're all idiots. We all make mistakes. Some, like me, less so, but
I don't think he sees it as a mistake.
You underestimate me.
Again, step out of the way.
I really thought you were going to kill Christine or whatever that was. And I didn't know how it was going to stop you if you did.
To be honest, if it wasn't for you, I may have.
But I didn't do anything. I just stood there like an idiot. I'm supposed to be a superhero, right? And I just stood there.
I saw the look on your face. Anger is new to me. It's new to my entire people. Something that's, I think they have learned through me now. I'm not sure if it's good, but I think I am not sure if it's bad. If it was not for that anger, they would have let the Sifitri take them. It's difficult to adjust to. but I hope we're learning, and I know that we have much to learn, that I have much to learn. And I hope to have a good teacher.
No one can teach you if you're not here, Quartz.
His like head sort of looks around. I was like, I am here.
But when do you leave again?
My people wanted me to stay. I refused. There were things I needed to do. There was, how do you say, anger management?
So you're back for good? For a while? Anyway?
I have taken it upon myself to be a permanent, how do you say, ambassador to my people on Earth.
She clears her throat a little, kind of glances at Kid Ragnarok, and it's a much softer, kind of grateful look, as opposed to the I'm going to eviscerate you look she was giving him earlier. She's like, well, since you're back, and since Laura's probably got something better to do now, could use some help with math.
And then there's like a
She's not talking to me.
really awkward pause, and like, and exactly, it's probably like until Kid Ragnarok says she's not talking to me. I'm like, ah, yes, I could help you with your mathematics.
And so she'll plop down back in the chair, and she'll reach over and like pull Laura's so it's actually right next to hers, and pat the chair.
He will actually shapeshift so into a form where he can sit into a chair instead of be a chair.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna leave you kids to whatever, no judgments, whatever you're gonna do. You know. Do your maths. And I drop the walls and things, letting the nice sunlight. Oh bloody hell! And then zoom off. I'm sure
That's great. I think is that in scene for Quartz and Pixie?
Yep, sure.
Sweet. Yeah. So Kid Ragnarok. What did you say? You zoom off, or you?
Yeah, oh bloody hell! Because I see that she locks the little hair, and I leg it.
Okay.
Maybe forming the psychotrike as I go to get some distance.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably wise. Probably wise. Awesome. So let's pick up with Katana. So it's a Tuesday. Do you think that scene took place in the morning, in the afternoon? Because Pixie was sunbathing, so I guess it's what, after classes? Is that when that happened?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're gonna catch up with Katana. I think So the scene I definitely want to have is Katana waking up from a nightmare, right? Because you still need to deal with the fact that you eviscerated someone.
Yeah. Still wakes up covered in green goo every once in a while. Or blood, depending on the day. What it feels like.
Yeah, so I think we have a revisit of that moment when you stabbed him and when he fell to the ground, slumped to the ground. And if I remember correctly, you're still you're rooming with Laura now, right?
No, I'm rooming with Electrocute.
That's right.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, you're right. You're right. So you wake up and Electrocute isn't there. And would you say maybe you've been training really hard? So maybe just so we can keep the unity of time, this is an afternoon nap that you took.
Yeah. That's
Because
fine.
Dave's got you. He's harrying you with people in the evening. Have you talked to Dave about this?
Not yet.
I didn't seem like your way to actually talk about things, so I just wanted to check in and make sure. So when you wake up in that pool of sweat in the afternoon and realize that you're here again, what do you do?
We get dressed and
How do we see your fraying edges? How do we know that you're not right with this? That it's haunting you?
it's the cold sweat. Sort of panicked expression still, and then first thing she goes, go to the little wash basin and start washing her hands and her face and stare into the mirror a bit. And then sort of take a deep sigh and go on with her day.
Sweet. How does she go on with her day? Done with classes, so what will she do? Wait for the next attack, or does she do something?
Katana has been the biggest proponent of an anti-Valentine's Day party.
Sweet. So you're going to the anti-Valentine's Day party then?
She's organizing the anti-Valentine's Day party.
Okay, she's a
It's on the
card-carrying member.
Yeah.
That sounds great. I love it. Okay, cool.
So she's actually, she will be putting up tables, or, that was what her intent is, but mostly she's just sitting on the roof and being very gloomy and sort of bringing out beers and things. Or beers. Soft drinks. Maybe some beers.
Maybe some beers. Hush. Sweet. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you can hear it, but the ice cream truck just went by. A little late, but
Never
better
too late
late.
for ice cream.
Always room for ice cream. Indeed. Cool. So you head to this party. I'm kind of looking through our NPC list. Who would definitely be there? I think that Laura would be there for sure. As would Britt would be there as the anti-Valentine's Day party. Mostly because that's where the majority of the superlatives are. As is Judd. So pretty much all the superlatives are there, including Hannah. Because the team's there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
As well as your good friend Soundwave, a.k.a. Zach.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I think that Raymond Gunn has... Ray Gunn III has kind of filled that niche that Pristine had. He has not been found. So these superlatives are here. And is ASAP here at the party? At the anti-Valentine's Day party?
Well, of course, because I don't have a girlfriend.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there. You guys have some drinks, a little bit of a party, possibly some beers. This is on this floor, so it's kind of a smaller affair, I assume, unless Katana really wanted to try to make it a blowout thing.
I wanted it to be on the roof.
Oh, sorry, on the roof.
Yes, but it's just a small affair because Katana doesn't know how to organize a big party.
Cool.
There's tables and drinks.
I assume all of the new Silver Saviors are aware of this thing, right?
Yeah. Well, but I know that most of them are coupled, so I didn't expect it to be.
Most of them, you mean Pixie and Quartz? Like, they're the only two that are a couple.
And ASAP. Yeah, ASAP has a secret girlfriend.
Oh, it's Reagan the second. Thank you for that reminder. I don't know why I said the third. Other than the third sounds cool. It reminds me of Thurston Howell, the third. I don't know. That's all I got. Yes, it's the second. Oh, Pixie was going to be there, but now she's getting a tan. So Laura shows up. Her hair looks slightly disheveled, and she walks over to Britt. Britt pulls a piece of glass out of her hair, and they talk for a little bit.
Well, I'm sure that's just normal day business. I hope. Does she look
Sure.
really pissed off?
She looks pretty pissed. Yeah, she looks pretty
really
pissed.
pissed off. Probably Rags is involved in some way.
It's entirely possible. Yeah, I think at some point she's gonna walk over to you. She'll catch up with you at the punch bowl. Is there a punch bowl?
Yeah,
Did
sure.
we get that
Of course,
far?
there's a punch bowl.
Awesome.
Because how else we get alcohol in there?
Yeah, that's so true. And she says, "Hey, is Rag supposed to show up at this thing?"
It's he knows it's a party, so that doesn't tell you much. He could boycott on general principle or come in unexpectedly. Are you okay?
He threw me through a window.
What?
He threw me with his powers through a fucking window.
Are you okay? Did you break anything?
No, I didn't break anything. I'm all right. I'm
Okay.
physically all right. What is his problem with me? You two hooked up, and I broke it off. Why does he have to keep coming after me?
Wait. Wait, there's moves.
There are moves. Do you want to pierce her mask?
Oh, yes.
Do you want to try to provoke her? Okay,
No,
pierce her mask.
I'll pierce her mask. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 9.
Oh, nice. It's a good thing when you roll stuff on mundane, because you're very mundane.
It's true. I used to be.
You're
Before I
mundane.
killed someone.
Sorry, I thought that was funny. That's dumb.
How could I get Laura to get over this or move on?
Wow. Give her another target of opportunity? I didn't say it had to be you. That's just where you left. But yeah, another target of opportunity, like someone else is able to see past the fact that she's just rage-filled and might take an interest in her, could definitely distract her from this destructive course she's on.
Huh. Okay. Is Soundwave around?
Yeah, Soundwave's around. He's very dedicated to the idea of anti-Valentine's because it's embarrassing.
I will sort of go like, "Hey, Soundwave, do you want some punch?"
Oh,
And then I'll quickly turn back to her, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't really know what happened. He's feelings, rags. It doesn't really go well together, and I guess You deserve better. And wait, this is hard. She's looking at me with anger. Like, and like, if Soundwave actually comes over, I'll try to insinuate Soundwave and him into the confrontation.
Okay, why don't you provoke?
Like, I didn't, I didn't even expect you to be at an anti-Valentine's Day party because I thought you'd already have, a new Valentine. Isn't it weird to see her here, Cody? If anyone could be, would be swimming in Valentine's dates, it would be her, right?
Nice. I would see you provoke. You don't actually have influence over.
I know how desperate Soundwave is, though.
But yeah, I think you've got that bit of influence. So why don't you roll plus superior and see if you can get him.
Okay. Oh, no. That's 5.
Oh, that's a super fail. And so the good news is you get
that's
a
experience.
potential. And he says,
5. That's a 5.
yeah, it's a 5.
How would you help this? Oh, wait, you can do a +2, can't you?
He could totally
Yeah,
help.
that's.
Help me
Oh,
help you.
right.
Oh, this is the best.
Oh.
Hey, you could be there already. Like, you have a tricycle, and like she had to walk here.
You could be under the punch table, the bowl, the table with the punch bowl on it. I don't know.
Oh, I need. I might need any suggestions. Okay.
Psychic illusions, man. You can jazz them up for each other. Put a Vaseline,
little
Vaseline
top,
filter over everything.
Yeah, Rags did bring the alcohol.
Oh, I think I need to bring them together in their dislike of me. I think that's.
That sounds
Soundwave's your roommate, right? Okay, good. Yeah.
Oh, he dislikes me already. I think can I just basically land my bike and just like knock them off the building together into the bushes.
Unleash your powers. Dice need to tell me if this happens the way you want it to go.
There you go.
Wow. Okay, on a hit, you do it.
So like I could like come up the wall outside the building and then just like boom, land, kind of like we're sending like a little shockwave. But it's just enough to like knock them off into a bush.
Just enough to knock them off the several-story building. Yeah. So what happens? They both go over the building and knocks over the table with the punch bowl on it, knocks you to your butt, Katana. But both of them go over the side, and you hear Lark's scream, and Soundwave uses that to create a cushion of energy. So they actually kind of team up together, but they're going over the side. The comic book shows like a couple panels, right, of them going down, and they create this cushion of sound energy, and Lark fuels it, but Soundwave shapes it, and they land on it. But he actually kind of throws an arm around her waist to keep her from bouncing too far away.
Wow. I sort of look over to, like peering over the roof, and I like twice in one day?
Oh God, this is.
Remind me to never date you.
Look, that one was an accident. The other one was in the service of love.
It was a very well-timed accident, though.
Yeah, I may have been watching.
Well, then you owe me one for talking to your ex-girlfriend for you.
Hey, I was listening. I saw what you were doing.
Helping.
They needed a little more push.
Thank you, Katana.
Thank you, Katana.
Okay, there we go. So, did you bring the booze?
Of course.
Okay.
Like dumping big bottles of liquor.
Yeah, you got to pull the table back up, right? And you got to
Yeah.
put the punch bowl back in and pour some more punch back into it and then mix things. Meanwhile, ASAP, how close are you standing towards Hannah while you guys are just chatting? Are you dancing? Are you just chatting? How's it going between Hannah and ASAP right now?
I think ASAP, being so suave and cool and smooth that he is, he's not talking to Hannah, obviously, because they're broken up. But he's like back to back to her, and obviously, like almost like right next to her, but talking to someone else, obviously, in his mind. It's very obvious he's not with her. It just happens to be in that area.
Nice. So you, a bit of time has passed, and Britt is talking to Hannah. And let's say that you're currently, oh gosh, who can we drag into the scene to have you talking with? So many people have ended up in the hospital or off in other areas.
It's dangerous to go to school here.
It is very dangerous to go to school here. I'm not seeing a whole lot of people anymore.
Talking to Electrocute?
Sure, you talk to Electrocute. That sounds awesome. Dang it, Wendy Sumner. Oh, Wendy Wither, how sad.
Oh.
Showing up in an annual someday. So yeah, you're chatting with Electrocute, and you hear Britt say to Hannah, I think Ray likes you. And he was talking about you just the other day. He's only here because you invited him.
I've probably dropped out of the conversation and just kind of nodding at Electrocute. I've stiffened up and kind of leaning backwards towards the conversation.
And Electrocute, she's clueless to this, right? So she's talking a little bit more about, and so Chassis told me that the time portal device it can work, but it needs further testing. He's still working on the trademarking. He won't actually. I think he's actually holding up until he gets it trademarked to make money off of it. Do you think we could just push him to fix this? Because I really want to. And meanwhile, you hear Hannah say, Ray doesn't like me. And Britt says, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he does think you're pretty cute, at least.
Not a good choice.
Hannah laughs. She says, well, I just don't know if I'm interested in anybody. I mean, if I were, I wouldn't be here, right? And Britt laughs. Yeah. I guess you aren't interested in anyone at all.
Okay. I turn around. Fine. It's me. Okay.
Britt looks up. What?
Do you want to just go to the regular dance?
Why would I go to the regular dance with you? We're broken up. I hate you. Because Lark hates Kid Ragnarok. So obviously we're not together.
I think at this moment in character I would like to pierce the mask because I'm not sure if she's being serious or if she's being hurt.
Do it. Pierce the mask. Roll plus mundane.
Oh, that's going to turn out good.
You're so mundane. That's a 7.
7. What is it? Switch the tab. I'm at +1. Okay. That's a 7.
All right. You get a question.
All right. What? There's so many to fit. How could I get your character to admit this is all a ruse? Because that's what ASAP's hoping.
You would have to do something that is can't be covered over with words. Something big, something very obvious.
I am gonna grab her by the shoulders and just kiss her.
Yes. You hear the sharp intake of breath from her, and then from Britt, and and then you hear Judd go, Did they not read the memo? This is the anti-Valentine Day party, dudes. Yeah, right? Looks over at Katana. Right? I read the memo.
Yeah. What the hell? I'm so surprised.
This is great. So yeah, Hannah looks up at you like she often looks up at everyone, but there are stars in her eyes, and she says, "Okay, I'm in love with you."
Yes, I knew it. Me too. I don't care about this. You know what? Let's go to the regular party.
Okay, see you, losers.
And I like pick her up and then like run down the roof, run down the side.
Sweet. It sounds great. So Jed just throws an arm around you, Katana, and says, "Man, it's like a hookup central or something."
Yeah, I know. Quickly. Unhook myself. You read the memo. Don't get any ideas.
Oh, please. You don't have the stuff I like. It's all good.
What is the stuff you like? Fur?
Oh, like aliens and crazy people and stuff like that. You're way
Oh,
too normal for me.
Okay.
No offense. I mean, you're pretty. But I think if anybody on this team's hooking up with you, it's got to be Britt. It's not me.
Well, I'm sure there's a nice alien lady out there waiting for you. Or life form. We don't judge.
Yeah. I mean, we're beyond gender here. That's like a human concept. Turn into a possum. What do I care?
Have you already had punch?
Oh, I have my own punch.
Okay.
Yeah, make it. I've got a still. So you're seriously not trying to get with anybody, Jesse?
No. There's enough shit going on for now.
Good call. You can stay focused. Killer? And he slaps your shoulder. And he's got his possum tail out. And he just kind of swaggers over to the punch bowl and pours himself some more punch. Sweet. Yeah, so Kid Ragnarok, you and Katana are here, and Possum kind of jumped in, so it looks like Asaf's blown off this party. There's just a few people left up on the roof.
Can I pierce Katana's mask?
Of course you can. You probably need to come
She
over
seemed
here
a
and
bit-
talk to her for a bit.
She's just sitting on the edge of the roof with her legs dangling over with a glass of punch.
I sit down with my feet dangling over the edge as well. And I look at her drink and then just drop a little bit more liquor in. I've got like straight liquor.
I'll hold out my glass.
Yeah. So, anti-Valentine's. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good party. No ninja showed up. Probably good.
Was that a Was that a possibility?
It's always a possibility. I didn't send them an invitation, if that's what you mean.
It was probably wise.
Yeah.
Ninjas suck. Okay.
Hey, do you remember when we were in the theater, like in the opera house, and you smashed your guy with that giant fist?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it sort of looked like he was dead?
So,
I mean, I know it wasn't, so, you know.
yeah. I
Did you?
take a drink, remembering it.
Did you for a second think that he was dead?
Do you really want to know the answer?
Yeah.
I think that's what. Yeah. At that. Yeah. That time, yeah.
Do you think that would have changed everything?
I think if I, yeah, not that he would have died, but when I did it, I think I didn't care at that moment. I mean, now, you know. But yeah, I realized when I did it, I knew that could have been the option, and I did it not caring, but you know, I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, not that this is great anti-Valentine's conversation, but why do you ask?
When you were in outer space, I
vaguely remember.
I was surrounded by a Ziffy tree, and I guess I also didn't care. I still see the way his guts fell out every night.
Did you want him to die?
I wanted me not to die, and I was prepared. I don't know.
I mean, did you go into that spaceship wanting to do it?
No, I panicked.
So you panicked and defended yourself against
Yeah.
somebody trying to kill you?
Yeah. But what if the same situations would happen? I think.
You'd be alive.
Yeah. But what if it happens again?
I'd hope you'd survive again. I mean, not be a dick about it, but those guys were massive douchebags.
They were.
And they attacked you. They tried to enslave a race. / I don't know, eat them. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah.
I guess I just wasn't expecting me to become a killer. Maybe should have thought about that when Dave put a katana in my hands when I was 10. Maybe he thought about it before. I mean, I would never be the kind of person who would end up being a villain, right?
You. ASAP is going to be a villain before you.
Is that your expert opinion?
I mean, look in his cold dead eyes. Viciousness. Pure viciousness. I mean, you know one day it's going to be the rest of us. You know.
What, against...
Foregone conclusion, really. I'm just surprised it hasn't happened yet. We've got to be vigilant.
Yeah, it's true. You know, I'm not sure how many times he's going to throw his eggs off the roof in one day.
Look, do you know who's back together? Due all down to me.
What, your crazy plan worked?
Pixie and Quartz, they were going to do maths together when I last saw them. I mean, if that's not code, but...
Did you explain this code to Quartz?
I'm sure Pixie's going to make it abundantly clear. She's not one for self-control.
Hey, looks like we're the last two at the anti-Valentine's Day party.
Yeah. Just us two.
Well, shit, now who's going to finish all the booze?
I mean, can't get, you know, alcohol famous for going off.
It goes bad so quickly.
It does. It really does. I mean, we can... I'm cool sitting here, you know.
Oh.
Not that long until sunrise. A few hours.
There is one thing I've been wanting to ask you. If that's okay.
Not gonna know until you ask.
Can I write the psychic drake? I mean, I know you have to be on there, but you know, I just really want to drive it. How hard?
You want me to sit in the little sidecar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna really have to spruce up the sidecar.
I won't tell anyone. That
I'll deny it.
Little sidecar.
I will deny this. I took my fingers.
Yeah. Psychic Trike?
Yeah. I think I actually make a little Psychic Trike helmet for myself. Just like a goofy one. It's the Easy Rider, OI of the helmet. Type.
Totally safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys have been sharing some a little bit here.
I think like 20 different moves got pasted in chat.
I think so.
Yeah.
Some of them were for the previous scenes where we should have been rolling dice, but the beacon, when you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, ask them to confirm or deny that you should be here. If they confirm it, mark potential and give them influence over you. If they deny it, mark angry and shift one label up or one label down.
Oh, I think that already happened, right?
Yeah,
I think so. So I think confirming it is what happened.
Yes.
So go ahead and mark potential.
Woohoo!
And Kid Ragnarok gets influence over you. I think he had it.
Yeah.
Had it.
Yeah, so you get to shift a label up and a label down on Katana. And let's go over to the delinquent. You share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence over you. I think Katana already had it.
Yep.
Oh,
Label shifting.
no. Oh, yeah. I was just looking at the triumphant thing.
And then it's ask them who they'd like you to be.
Who asks who? Oh,
So
the delinquent asks.
The delinquent asks the person who they'd like you to be. I want to see that question happen. I don't think that's explicitly happened. The other stuff I think would definitely.
I agree.
Yeah. So why don't we have Katana? You jump on the Psychic Trike. Where do you take it? On the roads, off road, in the air? Where do you?
In the
fly?
air. That's in the air, of course.
Nice.
I have to fly around and catch my bearings because I'm pretty toasty, and
Sweet.
also
So we
flying.
have a moment. I'm sorry, I got to insert one panel, and it's the panel it's a view out of Dean Maelstrom's office, but acting Dean Ricochet is there, and she's got her arms crossed. There's a bunch of papers at her desk, and she's looking out of the window that you guys had kind of broken in through, right? And we have the moon, and instead of remember the ET silhouette across the moon, we have this slightly kilter Psychic Trike with Katana driving it, and Kid Ragnarok in the sidecar. That's a moment that I have to insert.
Yeah, it was howling like wolves. I think.
Yes.
Yes, wolf howls, and Ricochet just shaking her head like. She's like, I wish Maelstrom was back. Okay, so back to you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I will fly it around a little bit. Not really going anywhere. But then eventually I see something and I point at it and sort of poke rags, and it's like a really cool rooftop pool.
Nice.
Hey, you're driving.
I can't land this, man.
A rooftop pool. Oh, you have to.
Just get us over it.
It's a Psychic Trike.
It's a Psychic Trike. I'll will it to land.
Do you land
I'm
in
sure
the
how
pool?
much I'm just completely in control of this or not.
Oh right, I can land it in the pool, and it's fine because it's a Psychic Trike.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Like, you just will it out of
Yes,
existence,
I
and
will.
you both land in the pool.
Perfect. I was actually intending to land it like next to the pool, and then it just sort of goes a little bit wrong, and it just splashes right in.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of climb out. I don't know. Is there any there's some sort of floats, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's some floats. There's a couple noodles.
Yeah.
And
Shit!
Yeah, I climb
I
up on
crashed your bike.
one. And
I crashed your bike in a pool. Where's the
what
bike? Oh wait, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Like
It's
I'm not
psychic.
crushed that thing.
Bye.
That's every other week. Then I just run the water, my hands through the hair, squeezing out. Because, I probably got more waterlogged hair than Katana has.
Yes.
Katana's freaking out a little bit. She sort of exceeded her cool potential. It's like, oh shit.
Crash the bike in the pool.
Pool's gone. No, the bike's gone. Pool's here. Whose pool is this? We don't know. Okay. Did anyone hear us?
Who knows?
Okay.
First lesson of psychotrike riding. You go where you go, you end up where you end up. All's good.
All's good.
Is that 2 rules? Might be 3.
It might be a bunch of rules. So
The
is
rules are fluid. That's the first rule of psychotrike.
The bottles are at the bottom of the pool now. We put the bottles in the trike, but they've sunk.
I put my hand under the water and bring out one that just like turn it upside down and just like pool water and slightly coloured pool water kind of comes out of it. Yeah. Okay. First rule of psychotrike. You protect the alcohol.
I have failed.
You have failed.
I shall refrain from committing seppuku because that would make the pool very bloody.
I haven't just got in the pool. I would prefer you not to. I like swig some of the pool water from the bottom and then just like fountain out of my mouth.
So is all the alcohol gone now? Is there? No, wait, that bottle is unopened. It's fine.
Oh.
You have to dive down to the bottom of the pool. You got to swim down there to get those bottles.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a good diver, but for alcohol, I can probably swing it.
Okay. Yeah, so you fetch a few bottles. I assume you haul yourself up to be sitting on the side of the pool, or are you guys standing in the kiddie section of the pool? And standing in the...
I'll sit on the side.
You know this can take ages to dry.
Especially if you keep jumping back in the pool.
I don't go back up.
I push him in the pool.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm telling you. Just never drive. You're going to be like that.
Okay, you're starting to learn the rules of psychotrike. You've done well, young student.
It's not Star Wars yet.
I awkwardly use my projections to kind of fling myself out of the water, causing a massive splash of water as well.
Hey! Unfair use of powers.
Yeah, you can use your powers if you want. Oh, no. Never mind.
Do you want to go back in the pool?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
I flick off the lid of the drink with my kind of psychic projection enforced finger flick.
Someone should read chat.
Yeah, no. But what do you want me to do? This shy is a bit too vague. I think after a bit of just sipping of the drink, so. You can totally tell me to shut up, but
what? Should I preventatively push you in the pool already?
No.
Okay.
But I know it was fueled by, you know, the stuff and everything, and wasn't like a real kiss, or I guess, but I mean, that's, I mean, you know, if I was a bit more, you know, I promised to be less stupid and stuff, that's not totally out of the question of happening again in the future. Is it?
If you, I don't know, man. If you promise to be less stupid, you'd be pretty boring. Like, I know, you know. I think we're both kind of fucked up, but you come out with it and you show it to everyone, and I always keep it hidden. And
You say that like it's a good thing. The showing everyone.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Kind of. Sometimes it kind of feels like it keeps me sane.
Keep acting like an idiot. Okay. We've seen the amateur.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
We've seen the amateur in control. The psychic trike is forming again. This time it's like looks way more souped up. It's like it's just ridiculous amount of like jet engines and things forming it. It's like get on the back.
It gets on the back. And she says, "You better remind me again not to date you."
Before you finish that sentence, it's like sonic boom of the psychic trike just rocketing off this roof and into the sky. And I'd like to do a little spiral through the bridge that we did some adventuring on. We can do like a spiral through the suspension beams, sort of suspension cords, and across the water.
There's a panel that shows the broken katana on the bridge there.
And bridge.
Is that scene?
I think that's
the scene, yeah.
I think that's scene. I think that's game. Unless anybody have anything else they really need. It feels like we got everything wrapped on Valentine's Day.
All the things.
Maybe like a cut between all the other couples, like maybe silhouettes or just outside doors and stuff.
Pixie and Quartz totally forgot to do their sharing moves, but we did them in the chat, so it's okay.
Yeah, definitely has some sharing moves going on there. Thank you guys for taking care of that in chat. It is recorded. It is official. And so I think we will bring this mini-series of Masks High School to a close. We'll do our end of session stuff.
Guys.
We got to tell ASAP how he's a bad son.
Yes.
A real quick bio break.
Son.
Oh,
A quick bio break, and then we'll do end of session stuff
Sure.
and roast points. Okay, I am back. I had to extract myself from a conversation where my son wanted to show me something amazing in Overwatch. Amazing. I had to see it. And I said, fine, show me. And he said, wait a second. And I looked at him and said, I gotta go, dude. I'll come back later.
What was the amazing thing?
I still don't know. It's something where he was screaming at his buddy who's on the other team to turn into Lucio so that they could do some kind of Lucio on Lucio trick. He's giggling like a fiend right now. So it's obviously the greatest thing ever.
The greatest thing.
But I'm missing it right now, so you guys are more important.
I'm disappointed in you.
That's fine. It's not going anywhere. He plays that game all day long. He is cackling. You can't hear it, but it's losing his mind with laughter.
I think I noticed the asked them who they'd like you to be on the third one, I think.
Oh, you did? Okay, I was wondering if you got that.
I saw things coming up, but I was like, oh, it's to me. Okay, yeah.
I thought maybe you didn't realize it was for you, so I said Rags a few times. And then I thought, wait, you might not know what I want to happen.
Yeah, I think I did have to just reread the thing, the wording, because I wasn't sure which way around it went, and so who should be asking the thing? We got there. I hope that worked as a reasonable interpretation of the actual thing.
I think so.
Oh, and what was the end result of that one?
Be an idiot. But I went, yeah,
Be an idiot. You do you.
Yeah.
And mark potential by showing them that person to get the mark potential.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's easy.
Be an idiot. Potential. So every time I'm an idiot, I get potential.
Wow.
No, that
Explore.
one time. You would have to share with her again, open up again, and her tell you to be an idiot again. And then you get another potential.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. I promise you, if you do that, if you go to the well one more time, there will be a giant attack of the town. And then we'll see how much of an idiot you are. I'm just messing with you guys. Is Jan okay?
Yes, he's just coming out of the weapon.
Alrighty.
Sorry,
All
walking
right.
is a bit slow. Hit my knee.
What? You can't jog back?
No, it's weird, huh? Surgery and all that.
All right, let's find out who's a bad son.
End of session.
What's all this negativity?
At the end of session, choose one. We will begin with Kid Ragnarok. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I grew into an idiot and close to the team, so yeah. Let's say, oh no, we'll have to choose one. Closer to the team.
Who made you feel welcome?
Katana.
All right, give the person influence, and you can clear condition or mark potential. You don't have a condition.
Yeah, so I have a little bit here. Oh, and I get to mess with katanas from
No,
before.
I-
From before.
Oh, yes. I get to mess with yours twice. Huh.
Sounds like some kind of weird phrasing.
I've given up on making Kid Ragnarok more mundane. He's okay to wait. I'll up his freak. Look at that. Look at that character development.
What? What?
You think he's freaky and you like him a lot?
Yeah.
I've made you more
Alright.
superior.
Woohoo! I've also made you more spirit last time.
Yes, so bad.
You have wise words. So.
Excellent.
I think it's no longer the new Silver Saviors ASAP. It's morphing into Kid Ragnarok and the others.
Did you put my freak down? Did you down my freak?
No, I think I downed your savior.
Oh, okay. What? Okay.
You can't
Well, I mean, you can go around stabbing people.
Yeah, fair. Fair. That's fair.
Okay.
So cold.
Pixie, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or away from the team?
Closer.
Yeah. Who made you feel welcome?
Quartz.
Oh, give influence to Quartz. You may clear a condition, which I don't think you have any, or mark potential.
Hey, more
Oh wait,
potential.
and I didn't have
No, you
faith
didn't.
ones anymore, so
Oh,
I
that's
just
right.
get
She
it
took it
again.
away.
Yay, I get it back.
She took it away. Took it away. Took it
Significant.
away now. That is awesome. Quartz, did you grow closer, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Closer.
Who made you feel welcome? It's
For me,
ASAP.
it was Kid Ragnarok.
Ooh, not Pixie.
Because he made it possible that Pixie actually wanted to look me in the eye again.
Okay. He gets influence over you, which I think he had.
He had everyone had it.
And you can clear a condition.
Yeah, I should really. Yeah, I'm like I said, I was working on the anger management, so I think I'll clear anger.
Speaking of which, I knocked down your danger and up your mundane. Because here you do it, just on the guy.
Appropriate. And now Katana. Grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or away from the team.
Closer to the team.
Who made you feel welcome?
Ragnarok. So I'll
he's just-
adjust his freaking labels for the third time.
Jeez, man.
Why don't you just decide what you want them to be and just adjust the whole thing?
Rewire everything.
Just make sure they add up to 4. That's all I care about.
No, 3 for her, because she didn't take the +1 yet, I think.
No, but it's me. It's my stats getting messed with. So.
Okay, there you go.
No, but you get to mess up her stats.
Really?
Do I?
Yeah. You gave influence to him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I think you need to undo that.
Oh, no, but it was perfect now.
Unperfect it.
Okay.
Now give us something to look forward to in 2017.
No cheating.
So now Kid Ragnarok can
Rags was like all freak and all superior. It's like, that's what he should be.
I don't know.
Just do it, thing.
You have to move 2 different labels. You can't move one up and then move it right back down.
I get XP. So it's all good.
Okay. And okay, well, ASAP, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
Oh, I think I grew into my own image of myself.
Okay. How do you
We all
see
get
yourself?
closer, damn it.
I know, I was tempted, but I think it's the releasing the secret and not caring what anyone said.
That was very cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Shift 1 label up and 1 label down.
All right.
And for the foreseeable near future, until we're on the other side of probably 2017, we will take a break from Masks High School.
Wait. ASAP still has end of session moves.
Bad son.
Oh,
Maybe good
right.
son.
Legacy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You might need to write this down because we may forget.
Yeah. I'd have to make a note on the spreadsheet if I lose my papers. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably a good idea.
Okay, Legacy.
All right.
Oh, poor Rich, you haven't slept enough, have you?
No. Whenever time passes, roll plus savior to see how the members of your legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask the other players to answer these questions about your performance. Take a -1 to each no. Have you been upholding the... you can ask the questions.
Yeah.
Yes. Go for it.
Have you been upholding the traditions of my legacy?
Yes.
Yes.
Fix the ring and... Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You did good.
Have I maintained the
Help
image?
save a species.
Yeah. Okay. Maintain the image of my legacy?
See previous answers.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you could have done with some more publication, but the session before it, you did the whole broadcasting into the universe, so people have been watching.
And have you made another member of my legacy proud?
You saved one of them.
You saved his fucking ass.
That will
Yeah.
probably make him proud.
I was going to make a case for that one if
Crixum's
if need be.
proud.
I saved your
Hey,
life,
thanks
buddy.
for not letting me dispersed and drained. Thank you. That's good work.
Yeah, no, we usually for that answer we usually go like, look, that's up to Ridge, but this one like, no, you're good, you're good.
Yeah. Man. Oh, so excited. Okay, we got the in session moves. We need die roll, right? Yeah, here it comes.
What?
Except has to roll dice.
I think it's I think that's left over from the way it was before. I would ask the question at the end of the session and then make the roll at the beginning of the session.
Okay, cool.
But now
So
they
you just
combine
noted-
them into one. I
noted-
think.
Oh yeah,
I'm just noting it so since
that sounds
months
good.
down-
And
months down the
roll at
road, we won't
beginning.
remember.
So,
Yeah.
leave a note, and hopefully enough time will pass where I'll be able to watch this video, and then I'll come back and we'll see that at the end.
We'll totally have time for that.
Make time for that.
Make your time.
All right, let us finish as we finish with roses and thorns.
Avec des roses et des thorns.
Roses and thorns. So we'll start with thorns because it's always better to end on a high note, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about thorns. What thorns did you guys have for the session? You can also talk a little bit broader. One thorn for me, I wish I'd done more prep work to remind us of like what time of fucking year it was, because that was a stumbling block. Another thorn. I'm glad that we worked in the team moves that are relationship based. I wish I'd had them more present in mind in the scene for Pixie and Quartz, because that would have been really beautiful, because those were really well suited for what you guys were doing. So phooey on me for not knowing all of the moves, and that's my thorn. What thorns did you guys have?
I only actually noticed it like once we were coming to the end. Was I think there wasn't as much ASAP as I think there could have been a bit more ASAP.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean, what we did get was very good. I really like that. But
Yes.
it was. I think I should have carved out more time for ASAP getting, a conversation with Crixum, and maybe teased out the Hannah scene a bit more, or had some. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I agree. Other thorns?
Session could have been longer.
My thorn was going to be no more masks.
I think
For now.
I think this is probably the time that we needed to stop when if Yona was here, but Yona's
But
Oh,
not
she's
here,
not.
and I think we could have gone a little bit longer, and
Yeah.
we could have
We
could have
could've,
done
like,
some stuff.
It would have
good
felt
ending.
weird. It would have been like that last season of Moonlighting where you're like really like we hit all the high. Like,
I know, but I was suddenly going like looking at the time and going like, hey, we could have actually maybe pulled off a bit more scenes at the ship. I honestly also thought that was definitely not going to happen, and now that we rounded up, I'm like, we
Yeah.
could have done more.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
But that's a thorn on all of us going like, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. And suddenly going, we could have fit in more.
you're right. Yeah, we could have. That would have been kind of nice too. I think teasing out a few areas would have been helpful.
Could have given some more ASAP. Yeah.
Yeah, more ASAP.
For instance.
Right.
We're kicking off with ASAP next time around.
We never got
Ace-
to see Hannah's creepy room.
Oh,
I've been
guys.
waiting
Oh,
for
no.
creepy room.
The next session starts
I've
with the ASAP just sitting on the bed in the center of this creepy room.
I've seen
Terrified.
it. ASAP's has seen it, and you don't want to see that.
It'll be
that
on
was
screen.
the cold dead eyes that I was talking about.
It's not going anywhere. Yeah, that's the cool. All right.
She's the reason I become a villain.
It is more,
Well,
more
yeah.
thorns.
Your icy
More
cold
thorns.
stare.
Nah.
Go on, Andrea. Thorns?
I have a
Be
train
quiet.
in the background you can probably hear.
No,
I am.
I heard it. I
I
heard
think I just
choo.
about heard, yeah.
I remember being at your place hearing a train, which was weird to me because you're not anywhere close to tracks. But
No,
hey,
I'm really not. It's just super loud. My window is actually shut too, so
Wow.
it's very angry.
I grew up in my hometown. There's like a roundabout and everything like 4 or 5 blocks from my house. So I heard trains to the point where I can't hear trains. You ever had that thing where
Yeah.
you hear a certain persistent hum? Like I can't hear trains unless someone goes, "Hey, look, it's a train."
The
This
only
is
reason I
white
hear
noise.
it is because multiple people have commented, like, "Is that a train?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me mute myself. Sorry."
Let me mute myself.
My
What
fault.
did you have any thorns to offer, Andrew?
I think it's more of a season thorn than a session thorn.
Okay.
So at the start of the season, there was that whole hint that Maelstrom was up to no good, and Pixie was supposed to do something about that, and we never ever touched
Never
on
got
it.
back to it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Pixie was a little
I
distracted
agree.
with
that is a shame.
I agree. I even thought about that as I was kind of mentally prepping for this game. Can I get to that? And I realized
No, there's no way.
can't.
Not from here, no.
No.
When
It's
you're
okay,
in
we'll keep
space-
teasing it out till next season.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're in space, it's very hard to get back to the principal of the school.
But I did get to it with Ricochet, so we haven't forgotten. It will happen.
That'll be the season 2 plot.
Yeah.
Plot arc.
Mhm. Any other thorns?
No.
All right, roses. I love the choice of Valentine's that we ended all super romantic. That was wonderful. That was really, really great.
That was a good, way better than New Year's, I think. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was much better than New Year's. Much better. And actually, thanks, Will, for helping me feel more confident that we had gone through Christmas as you were messaging through chat. Like, oh yeah, there was the present stuff, and yeah, we'd totally gone through Christmas. So
And we had a
New Year's.
semester change, so
yeah, so yes, Valentine's was perfect. Perfect.
thank you, Alex.
Because it's what I really wanted to do just before we went into space. That was his like plan, but then he kind of got like moves happened and he was suddenly somewhere
Wasn't
else,
gonna
and like so it just like so I didn't get to do that before, but it's very satisfying.
Such social engineering.
Yeah, and of course, because I had the idea of what I was going to do to whoever was in the room at the same time, and then you had to make it large, didn't you?
They're
You're
besties.
out of a window.
Because I was like,
Defenestration is the thing, man.
yeah, because I was like, he's funny if he just threw somebody out, you don't need to be part of this. Get out.
That was very,
Down.
very, very good Ragnarok.
And he made it laugh.
It is-
So
I agree. I agree on that, Rose, because I think it wouldn't have happened on either side of the Pixie Quartz thing.
They did need a mediator. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kid Ragnarok was the perfect unlikely
Well, in the China
mediator.
shop.
Like
Yeah.
you'd never think that he'd care, and like he goes, and yeah, that was cool.
That was really good. I gotta tell you, it's not a rose, just a comment that's like present to mind, and I won't remember it in 2017, but I'm like emotionally protective of Laura and Britt. Like I really care about them, and seeing Laura get thrown out of a window like hurt me.
Aw.
Aw.
I really meant it to be like, there's just an open window and she gets like dumped into the lawn. Not like thrown through glass.
Not through a window, okay.
Maybe I should have asked more questions because I heard and she has screaming powers. What is she doing?
Yeah.
That's sort of cool though. I like the fact
That's very
that
cool.
there was like this indignant. I got thrown through a window.
I was glad I was able to bring her back, but I also I
Yeah.
feel bad for Britt, man. Why does she never end up with anybody? She's so great.
She's too great.
He is too
She's
great.
been like two mini campaigns as a couple.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sorry. Other roses.
You did some awesome smash cutting.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. I gotta keep that muscle strong through
Just
much
really, yeah,
use.
like-
I have to not forget it. 'Cause I didn't
ASAP
want-
was awesome, by the way, too.
ASAP was
Yeah.
so awesome.
the kissing and the zoom, let's get to the party.
Schwartz's moment of truth was jaw dropping.
Yeah, it was
And it
amazing.
wasn't just I'm gonna tick off this move. It was here's
Well-
here's how it goes.
It was also it was like this scene needs to end here. We're dragging by failing too much. You know what? You know,
I will
how-
save
you know
the
how we
scene.
can fix this? Boom.
There's only so many times we can get thrown into space.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
But I mean, yeah, that's
Christ. Okay,
so
no, I
many
tried to
fails.
save them. No, you get sent into space. Okay, I tried to save him. No, you also get sent into space. I tried to save them. Okay, you're fine. Okay, I tried to help her. No, you also get sent into space.
I think we're having a
Jesus Christ.
secret thorn in our.
Holy
in our
shit!
I was
The
playing
point,
this
the point is just like system can be harsh.
It's like, oh, this is a beautiful rose. Oh, I'm bleeding because there's a hidden thorn.
The artist just really wanted to do a lot of drawings of space. Really.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally, it was the point where, like, with the control panel, when you failed, I'm like, fuck, I am not having anybody go into the space anymore.
Yeah, that was really good.
No.
That was great.
Thank
That
you.
was-
I maybe should have done that one failed move earlier, but at least I did it.
Yeah.
Like, old D&D DM Rich from like a dozen years ago would have just kept hitting that bar. Like,
Yeah,
nope,
you're-
that's what
you're in
happens. You
space.
gotta defeat the thing.
Space. You're in space.
Sorry, you're in space. Start reading up, like start googling what happens when you go into space.
Rose,
Realistic.
I'm really happy how the Katana Rex scene kind of ended, kind of keeping it kind of nothing confirmed, nothing definite, just
Oh yeah,
some
that was
flirting
cool.
and
Yeah,
Yes.
the will they, won't they there is pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show that tension.
that's cool.
Any other roses to hand out? There's quite a few. So I'm not saying there need to be any more. I want to give that opportunity.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been a really
right,
cool
yeah.
game.
It'll be missed until we rejoin
It's-
it.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
think at least it's back on Earth, and it's easier to, if you want to do stuff while I'm away, you can
Ju-
actually do stuff without it being.
Jules and me were already discussing like a very cool way to get back to this is like 10 years, 20 years later, everyone grown up. And
Oh wow.
I mean, it's not masks
Crystal
anymore.
Tree babies.
It's not masks anymore.
Crystal babies.
But it's like, hey, why would happen?
Well-
Can
We can become
Forza
adults.
procreate, and who would carry the baby?
As Rich and I learned, that can definitely be done in masks.
Yeah,
Really?
everyone,
I can imagine that. Like,
adult
I mean,
masks.
it's not. I mean, it's the premise is teens in space.
Teens in space.
Teens in masks.
space.
But you can definitely
That's not
like
the premise.
the system doesn't restrict you to teens. So
Yeah. If you play
Oh.
adults acting this stupidly, it kind of gets pedantic in a
yeah.
I can, after the next time I level up, I can take an adult move. Just saying.
So wrong.
Obviously, we
actually,
played
no,
this too much.
oh shit!
Shit.
Shit! Cats on the keyboard. Okay. I
Is that
might
code for something?
1, 2, 3, 4. No,
The cat is on the keyboard.
no, I'm because it's 4 or 5.
5.
5.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I need one more, and then I also.
Some
I'm
of us
an
are
adult.
just really slow at leveling up. Okay.
I mean, we could like everyone at once more than half of us hit adult, we could like become adult. That's cut to adult.
a small thorn to the system. I have I already had a really hard time getting my 4th advancement, like picking that one. I really wouldn't know what to take for the 5th one anymore. And then maybe after that it's fine, but the systems, the playbooks don't blend very well together usually.
Mhm.
Yeah, another move from a move from another playbook. I have the same thing with Monster Hearts.
Yeah,
Like,
I have that like so in Monster Hearts. Sometimes I can go like, oh hey, that actually fits. In this one, I really keep going like I know that Alex managed to pick a really good one from the Outsider book, and he asked like, can I take Kirby Craft? I was like, yeah, sure. I'm not going to take any spacecraft. But then I was like looking at the other sheets today, and I'm like, none of these make any sense for my Outsider. And in the end, I was like, hey, now that we've established like alien tech with them being incorporated into alien tech, I was like, okay, I can make this work. So luckily, one of the Outsider moves worked, but I am really going like I am running out of stuff that I can advance into where it makes sense.
take an adult move and then change playbooks. Ta-da!
Yeah,
Boom.
the only non-adult move I can still take is someone permanently loses influence, and then but then I get to go on to adult move. So hey, fine.
I hear you. I hear you. I actually think this is less of a problem than I've found in Monster Hearts because of adult moves are more appealing than the adult moves in Monster Hearts. I don't know.
Yeah. But when we played Monster Hearts with Jules, she just after like 3 sessions said like, you know what, guys, you all get an adult move. Go for it.
That's interesting.
But that was like a 3 or 4
like
session game.
it makes
so.
sense. You've made some progress. Go for it. Just take one. Sometimes rules just don't apply anymore.
All right. Well, we'll be playing a Numenera next week, and then there's probably some Star Wars after that, and then next year.
Are we doing 2 Numeneras?
I don't know.
No.
We'll figure that out.
Or is it one?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Oh,
Look at
cool.
schedule.
Thank you all so much. I'm just going to stop the broadcast here. We can
Yeah,
chat a little bit more about
we don't
scheduling
need
and
to bore people with it.
Bye.
Well, thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Good
Thank you.
afternoon/evening.